We'll leave it on for a minute, the power saving, just for a minute. We've got a big day ahead of us, boys. We've got a big day ahead of us, mate. First cab off the rank, we've got to get these masks mailed. Thank you for watching my videos or my DVDs or my live streams after the stream ends. I really appreciate you. I seem to have a lot of viewers viewing my stream lately. And we're picking up a lot of extra subscribers, which I'm very thankful for. Just it doesn't cost you anything to push the button. And you can catch up with me when I do my live streams basically every day. Just documenting my life as I go along in life and how we overachieve or achieve our goals, even if they're small goals and they don't mean anything to you, but they mean a lot to me. And that's what matters, is that I progress my life a little bit further and progress my happiness and my future together, that I have left. I am 57 years old. I've been through the ringer, I've been through all of the bullshit, and I've come out at the end. I've come out right at the end of it. And it's cost me everything, but I am in a happier position than I am in the last 8 years. Which is, terrible to say, terrible to admit, because you'd think you'd have some really good memories, Like I have good memories of my first wife. I have good memories of her boys, okay? And, funny memories, you know what I mean? Like she was a lot of fun. She was pretty hilarious. Just the ending of it, that's all, which is basically the same for all of us. Just the ending of it was bad. But the rest of it was okay. She was a fun chick to be around. And she cooked, she cleaned. She was a fun chick to be around, okay? And that is why her second marriage lasted 20 years. When she got, after me, she married the bloke, right? They were, and they were together for 20 years, mate. So that's the kind of chick that she is. She can be with me for fucking nearly 19 years and then met another bloke, and she was with him for 20 years. So she knows how to be a wife when she's a wife, okay? So I've got that comparison, you see, and it sticks in my head. But I've got a funny story for you today, okay? I've got a funny story, and you've got to find it amusing, like I did. If you're a bit of an older generation and you've got a bit of a streak in you, you'll find it very, very amusing, okay? So here we go. We're going to start the story off, okay? So I don't know, a few months ago, we have, occasionally you get big gifters on TikTok. And what I mean by big is that they drop huge. They'll drop $1 million diamonds, mate, just in your battle. $1 million diamonds. That's $7,500 straight in your bank account, clear. Okay, every $1 million diamonds is $7,500 US into your bank account. Clear. You've got to get it in your head. Okay? Now, occasionally you get these big gifters that come along and they've inherited money or they've sold their business or their housing or whatever it is. They've had a big divorce and they've had a huge settlement. Huge, massive settlement. A lot of women, mate. A lot of rich fucking women, okay? And they go on there and they get rinsed and they get washed by the by the grifters that are on TikTok. And there's only like maybe 10 of them, a good handful of them, and that are always the big ones. They're always on the between 1 and 10 on the list, okay? So they clear between 10 to between 10,000 and 22,000 US dollars in a 16-day period. I'm serious. Now the real grifters, they actually contact these big gifters, and then behind the doors they're making friends. They're fucking making that. They even pretend that they're falling in love if it's a woman. They pretend, mate. They really go to the extreme. Like they private message them, they make all the promises, they do everything they can to get on that gifter's fucking good side. And that gifter comes in and drops 2 million fucking diamonds on them in one battle. This is big, big money. That's 15 grand, mate, in your bank in one battle. Okay? Now you got to get into the thing of it, okay? Now for years and years, they have treated these women like shit. Like really, they make them fall in love with them. They do everything that I've just said to you now. And when they've rinsed them or washed them, as they call them on TikTok, they generally will embarrass the big gifter, and then block and ban them from their chat in order to get them off TikTok so that they don't talk about their experience. They don't want anyone to know what they've been doing. Okay, all of their private messages, because they're all their girlfriends. All the mods are their girlfriends, and they don't know it. None of them know it. They all think it's only just them, and he loves them, right? Anyway, well, let's move on. So we've got an Irishman, and he's called Irish Shrek, and he's had a huge payout, massive, in the millions. Apparently, that's what the word is, right? So Irish Shrek made it in his mind that he was going to do $1 million on TikTok. He was going to spend $1 million on TikTok. Now, 70% of it goes to the machine. So 700 grand went to the machine, and 300 grand went to the gifters. Now, you cannot imagine the kind of impact that this man made in a 2-week period, because he gifted it all in a very short time, okay? So the word got around. The word got around TikTok, okay? Now, I don't last on live, you know that. I last 10 minutes. Unless I'm totally quiet and don't say a word, I get reported and booted off within minutes on TikTok. And these people will sit on there till from 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 a.m. until 4 a.m. the following day. And they will be there Monday to Friday. And what they do is they G their people up, G them up and G them up. And, they're the best friend, and music playing in the background. And anytime you give them a rose, they yell your name out. They scream your name out just for a rose. And that gets you excited, you see, as a gifter. It gets you excited, right? So you start gifting more and gifting more and gifting more. And then when you start gifting them big, they get on their chair and jump around and, they put on these antics, okay? So one guy, Irish Shrek, has gotten very, very emotionally involved in it all, okay? So he has dropped big, big money. He has dropped it, viewers. You've got no idea how much fucking money this guy has dropped. $1 million fucking dollars made in a very short amount of time is huge, huge, okay? He's going in there and he's dropping $1 million diamonds just on a fucking battle, just in a sequence while he's there. So over time, these people milked him fucking completely dry. Completely dry. He's done the $1 million. Okay, he's done the $1 million. So Shrek has decided, I'm just going to relax now. I've done my thing. I'm happy. Rah, rah, rah. Well, these gifters, mate, these streamers, they couldn't control their emotions. These malakas, mate, they couldn't control themselves. And they're on there after Shrek has given it up and he's, no longer giving the gifting going. They're all in there bragging, viewer. It was hilarious. They are in there bragging to each other how much money they got out of him. They're serious. They are in their lives with each other, bragging how much money that they've gotten off him. And they got to a point where, because they thought, well, I've got his money and I'm sweet, rah, rah, rah. And they're actually telling him to his face. He comes into the live. I've got your money. There's nothing you can do about it. I ripped you off. You can't do anything. Like really full on to him, mate. Because the idea is to embarrass him. It's to embarrass him so that he leaves TikTok. They do it to every big gifter. Every fucking big gifter. And they want you off the TikTok so that you don't talk. You don't talk, you see. They don't want you, they don't want that. They just want your fucking coins, and then as soon as you're done, they want you off. They want you out of there. And they want to be able to replace you with another big gifter. So Irish Shrek, mate, just like me, he's an older bloke. Okay, he's an older bloke, right? And he sat back and he's listened to all of them. He's listened to all of them, viewer. Just like, oh, he's a pretty dog. Have a look, viewer. He's a pretty dog. Yes, you're beautiful. Go and protect mum. Protect mum. So anyway, he, like me, was listening to all of this bragging going on. Like, seriously, man, these boys were disgusting. They were blatantly telling the guy, we've robbed you, right? We've got your money. There's nothing you can do about it. And then they went into explaining these fucking people, because they're used to getting so much money, they think they're above fucking the social norms of fucking decency. So they start bragging to each other how much fucking money they've got. Right? You've got Palo Warrior and you've got Bad For You. All the fucking three of them, mate. The top three of them, right? Because Shrek put them there. Shrek put him there, buddy. Now, so Shrek is fucking, he's clicked onto it, right? So then he's gone to the other fucking streamers, right, that are talking shit, and started gifting them. Started fucking gifting them, right? So he's lined up, sorry, man. So he's lined up the whole fucking lot of them, 10 of them. He's lined up 10 of them, viewer. I fucking love this shit, dude. Wait until you hear this shit, dude. He's lined up fucking 10 of them, right? And they're all fucking bragging, mate, to each other. It happened over a 2-week period or something. Fucking shit. And so now they're all bragging, you know, I've got your money, and he put them all to number one. He let $1 million diamonds. He gave them all $1 million diamonds, right? 7.5 G's, mate. American, straight in your bank account. Clear. That's cleared. So what Shrek has done, here's the crunch of it. What Shrek has done is he's got the shits. He's put a fraud fucking thing on his card. He's gone to the bank and made a complaint, and the bank has charged them back and given him back his money. Okay, so on TikTok, with your gifting here on the Tiki, what he's done is he's put the account into negative. He's put the streamer's account into negative. So if he gifted them $1 million diamonds, they're now in debt to TikTok $1 million diamonds, okay? Because he got his money back. He got his money back, viewer. That's fucking hilarious. Come on, man. Have a think about it for me, will you? So instead of all this bragging, motherfuckers, because you've got to remember they're all cousins, mate. All these people are cousins, okay? They all get on the phone, they talk to each other, they plan things out. So I just wanted to pass that on to you, man. He charged his account back on his bank, put a fraud thing onto it, and the bank repaid his money back into his account, so he got his money back, and then put all of those streamers into the debt of the diamonds they were given. Okay? A fucking genius move, mate. Come on, man. That is genius shit, dude. Like, that is right up there, okay? Because let me turn the power saving off. There we go, that's better. So he's put the accounts into negative, mate. All of them have been banned. All 10 of them, mate. All 10 of them have been banned by TikTok, bro. It cost them their main account. Mate. Oh, I laughed my ass off, bro. I couldn't believe that he was able to pull it off. And he got his paper back from the bank. So 10 of these big streamers, their accounts have been permanently banned. And then one of them thought, well, I'll repay the diamonds back, and then everything will be sweet, right? So the guy's paid back 180,000 diamonds. I don't know how much money that is, a couple of grand. And he's repaid it back, and they put a block on his account in the gifting section that he's no longer allowed to gift or receive gifts. He's fucked. So all he can do is go onto TikTok and use TikTok to watch the videos. So their accounts, mate, are fucking done. All of them are. AJ80, fucking Palo Warrior, fucking Goldfish or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know his name. Power Fish. You've got Bad For You. You've got that other guy, Kaza, but he got his account back because of the agency. But all of them lost their main account. All of them. All of them, boys. So if there was ever like a funny follower or something or whatever, you used to go in there and watch him, yeah, you probably find he's on his backup account. And I've been told that once that TikTok finds out they're using a backup account, if their account is permanently banned, then they'll also ban the backup account. Okay? Is that a story? Is that a fucking story, bro? Like, that's just something you got to share, right? And I thought it was hilarious, man, because I used to sit in there and watch these people brag. Like, seriously, man, brag how much money they took out of this guy. And, you know, I got $16,500 for this week. I did so well, Palo, rah, rah. And Palo pipes up and says, yeah, you might know how to milk them, but I know how to rinse them, and I get all of their money. And Palo's up there describing how he gets a towel out and he rinses them in the sink and he gets all of their money. And Palo's right. You know, Palo clears, 22.5 grand US in his bank account in a fucking 8-day period. An 8-day fucking period. That cunt will sit there going, oh, I've got no followers, I've got no gifters, no one, all this fucking shit that he comes up with every fucking day. And people come in and lay it on him, bro. In one day, he cleared $7,500 US. One day, in one day alone, he cleared that. And he'll get on the next day and say that there's no big gifters left on TikTok, no one supports me. He comes up with the same fairy tale every day. It's just amazing. And there was another woman, Rhonda. She got divorced and they sold their business and their house and all of that. You know how it is. A Muslima, a nice lady, very kind lady. And she's gifted nearly $5 million on fucking TikTok, mate. $5 million fucking dollars she's gifted on there apparently. And she did exactly the same thing to him. She did the fucking same, man, after they tried fucking rooting her. They tried shagging her, mate. One of the blokes came out pretending he was going to do Muslim prayer with her, and he's tried to fuck her in the hotel. She's like 65. She's like 65 years old, mate. But he knew if he went out there and shagged her, that she would gift him big in his stream. So he went out and shagged a fucking 65-year-old, and then she started dropping millions of diamonds into his live stream. Seriously, this is what these people will do. Another one, that Ohms guy, King Ohms guy, always behind a green screen. $33,000 US, fellas, in 16 days. That's what he cleared. And I couldn't understand why, or, how, right? How? Anyway, the story came out that Ohms is actually on the private messages and on the fucking phone, and he's pretending that he's their boyfriend. Like, he tells me he's falling in love with them. You know what I mean? He's falling in love with them, right? He gives them the whole fairy tale. So that woman comes in and fucking bang, fucking lays it down on him, bro. And that's where he had those big days. That's because of Rhonda. Rhonda was coming in and dropping the millions and millions of diamonds, and I'm thinking, where does this fucking money come from? I'm thinking illegal tobacco. That's what I thought. I thought maybe there's something illegal going on, and this is how to flush the money. But it would cost you 70% of your money. So it wouldn't be worth doing. It just, you're going to lose too much of your money compared to what you're going to walk away with legitimately. So that's where that came from. It came from these big gifters and these people private messaging them, trying to get in their good side and pretending that they're going to marry them. And with the Shrek guy, they pretended they're going to be their best friends and you're my mod and, all this kind of fucking shit. And Shrek woke up to him, mate. He must have been watching the same videos that I was watching where they're bragging, right? Mate, that was hilarious to me. I'm sorry, but fucking I had a good laugh about that because these cunts fucking just go on and on and on every day. Monday to Friday, that's what they do professionally. They are professional fucking TikTok beggars. That is what they are. They're professional big TikTok beggars. And it's right down to their mannerisms. It's write down how they actually talk to them. Even Palo's got it worked out. When the other team wins a battle, he claps for them. He goes, well done, good job, you beat us, good job. And that embarrasses his team. His team get embarrassed. So on the next battle, they fucking lay it out. They lay it out, bro. And the next thing, Palo's got a 10 streak. He's got a 10 winning streak. Like, seriously, who in the fuck would want to... Because he manipulates it. He manipulates it. He pulls every fucking dime out of him. Every dime. You know, you got to save the streak. Don't let him get the streak. And then he just sits there in silence. And then as soon as someone gifts him, that's when he reacts. And then he goes back to silence. If someone gifts him big, then he starts reacting a bit bigger. If someone gives him a bigger one, then he gets on top of the chair and jumps around and fucking thank you and it's all, we're going to win and I'm going to be number one. And you get that whole emotional control over you. It's huge, viewer. You can learn a lot just by watching other people, viewer. You can learn a lot about humans. You can learn a lot about interaction. You can learn how they emotionally get involved and emotionally manipulate. Just emotional bonding, emotional control, emotional manipulation. You know, and it ends when their bank account is empty. When their bank account is empty, boys, trust me, it's fucking over. They've got no members that have been there forever and, you know, they're continually gifting them, rah. That does not happen. If you gift them, they give you a mod. When you run out of money, they get rid of you, they embarrass you, they make videos about you, they talk down about you to get you off TikTok so that you do not talk about your story. They do not want it out there how they were friends with you and they messaged you and any promises they made to you and any visits they made to you. They don't want any of that known. They don't want any of that known. Oh, boys, it's been an exciting time the last couple of days on Tiki that I've been watching. I find that really amusing. Come on, man, 10 accounts. He had 10 accounts banned. Permanently banned, 10. That is huge. That is fucking massive. And it goes to show the rest of TikTok what you can do if these fucks start talking down to you and start putting you down and running you down because they're not fucking safe. They haven't got your money yet. And you can easily put down a fraud thing on your bank account and the bank will look into it and you just... I don't know the story that he come up with, okay? I don't know that part of it. But I was listening to him. He was in a live and he was explaining himself to the fucking Muslima, you know, about what happened. And of course, the Muslima is the cousin of all of these people. She is the cousin. So she's going to be on their side, mate, 100%. And she's going to try and make it out, oh no, they were your friends. And that's how, you know, she's trying to give excuses to it all. Okay, she's trying to cover their asses, mate, because she wants to pull him back on side. She wants him to gift her, you see. They all want these gifts. And they're fucking greed, mate. Their greed is insane. They're fucking greed, mate. You know, they're not happy with fucking 22 grand in a fucking week, mate, and have a few days off. No! They're fucking back in there at 8 o'clock in the morning, mate, fucking hammering it again. You know, I watch these cunts get on there at 8 o'clock in the morning, man. Like, fuck, I've just gotten up to take a piss. And this guy's fucking on there already. Oh, I don't know if I want to go into battles today. I kind of milked my crowd really bad yesterday. I had a really good week. So I don't know whether I want to be doing any battles. And I thought, fuck you, I started scrolling, right? I come back fucking 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, and the cunt's in battles, mate. The cunt's in battles, okay? So no, man, they are there to fucking rob and rob and rob. And they're all cousins, bro. They're all Lebanese. They're all fucking cousins. And they don't ever mention anything about anything that's going on in the world. They don't talk about anything. They just go in there to battle. That's it. So I thought you might enjoy that storyline, mate. That he got 10 of them fucking done. 10 of their accounts, 10 streamers taken down, permanently banned. And if they try and open up another backup account and TikTok find out about it, they'll ban that backup account too, bro. That backup account won't exist very long. Sorry, I'm not doing my art for a little bit. I've got to get out and about. We've got masks to mail. Finally, we've got a bit of paper in the bank account. I've got a little bit of a skip and a fucking jump in me fucking walk today because I'm not a fucking broke ass. And I'm not begging fucking my stream to give me fucking $10 to get something to eat. So I can get my own fucking food today. So we're going to mail these masks off, mate, and make my customers happy. And then we're going to go into Frankston and sort out this fucking internet, bro. They sent me the latest bill today, $72. So a big jump, mate, from 54 to 72. So I'm going to go in there and question it, mate. All right, I'm not fucking happy about it. You sign a contract, and they always fucking change it, don't they?
Hey Charles, how's it going? Oh, that's wicked. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Finally. Yeah, I made a bandage clown. Sold it straight away overnight.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, wicked, man, wicked. Yeah. Yes, sir. I got them already labelled, filled out for you.
Yeah. Are you gonna need some more of it?
Yeah, I like doing it at home.
Yeah, no, that's totally understandable.
What an idiot. I'm a knob, mate. I'm an absolute schmo. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Fucking, I've done that twice now, haven't I? I thought my wallet was in my bag, mate. My wallet's not in my bag. I've got to fucking just duck home just quick and get my... I hate making mistakes like that. I feel such a schmuck. Like, dead set, bro. What a fucking idiot. I got my keys, didn't I? Oh, fucking thank God I've got my house keys. Far out, dudes. So I'll just fucking run home and run back again. I've got to do twice as much work now. Anyway, I've got to fuck off to Frankston too, man. You know, these bloody internet things, mate. You got to keep your eye on these bastards, don't you? We signed a contract for $54 and they've put it up to fucking 72, mate. We've only paid the bill once and it's already at 72. So now I've got to go into friggin' Frankston and ask this bloke what's going on and come back and do masks, mate. I've got all the moulds done at the back. God damn it, I hate making mistakes like this. Anyway, 100 things going on in my head at a time, I suppose. I just presumed that my wallet was in the freaking bag. I'm an idiot, mate. I hate making mistakes like that, I really do. You know. Now I've got to walk all the way back there and all the way back again. And then I've got to go into Frankston. Hot damn it. I'm going to end up wasting fucking hours here. What time is it? We're at 12 o'clock now already, mate. God, I might be back by 2. That's not going to leave me very long for painting. I suppose I can go tomorrow. It does say the August the 27th is the next charge. So maybe we'll go tomorrow, mate. Yeah, we'll go tomorrow, man. We'll just stick to the original plan. I'm hungry as fuck. So I'll go down and get a sausage roll, mate, just to fucking fill the gap. Get a sausage roll, mate. The best thing I can do, mate, is complete my art. Is to keep pumping the fucking masks, bro. That's the best thing I can keep doing. Keep pumping the masks. Create, brother. Create. I wanted to get those 2 clowns done today. I got 2 clowns on the counter. I wanted to get them done. But I want you to have a productive day today, boys. Do something with your day. Fucking have a heavenly day, bro. God bless you and your family. I hope you enjoyed my story. I thought it was really amusing. And I hope you enjoyed my story that I shared with you. And that's basically all I wanted to do, was just share a story with you today. I got nothing to complain about. I got nothing to have a whinge about. You know, there is no good coming on every day and talking about the sad shit that's fucking going on out there. And it gets worse and worse every day. You know, it just really does, man. It makes me incredibly sad to believe what's going to happen and what's happening now, and it's just beyond my human scope to deal with, because there's nothing that I can do, or you can do, or how many protests you make, or whatever the fuck you want to do, because none of our governments give a flying rat's ass, mate, how we think. Okay? All they care about is power, and maintaining that power, and getting their superannuation payment. Okay? So they'll placate, and it doesn't matter the atrocities that we witness, the atrocities that get recorded, and the atrocities that won't be recorded from now on. You know, I didn't know yesterday, boys, that was the last news crew, the last press crew that were left in Gaza. I didn't know that. You know, I'm trying to walk away from it. I'm trying to get a bit of space away from it. But it's hard, man, when every day you are bombarded. We are, you know, with our media, with our socials, man. And we see it happening in front of our eyes. And our own governments go, no, it's not happening. No, that's not true. Don't believe anything. You know, it's all lies. It's all... And you get really sick of it, man. And I believe they left him right till the last, you know, right till the end of it, right until they're going to go and do their on-ground thing. And they don't want any witnesses, man. They don't want any witnesses. They don't want anyone to be able to record or to show what's going on over there. And that's why they got rid of him and his whole entire crew right at this point. Right at this point, okay? So there's no witnesses. Nothing can be recorded against them. Yeah, it's going to be frightening, man, of what's going to happen. And I don't understand why these people aren't arrested. It blows my... It means that law means nothing. It only means something to normal plebs like me and you. Don't you dare get a fucking speeding fine. Don't you dare get a council fine. You know, don't you dare say anything that's out of place, because you, the pleb, are going to be fucking put in jail. You know, whereas these people with arrest warrants worldwide are still able to go in and do what the fuck they want. And there is nothing that anybody's going to do about it. Nothing. Nothing, man. You know, for the one time in my entire life, I've always read my comic books, you know? And you just wish there was a fucking superhero, bro. You know, you really do. You wish there was someone that had fucking powers, right? You know? Because that'd be the only person that would be able to help them. There's no superheroes, bro. There's just bomb shelters and annihilation and green zones. You know, you're safe at the green zones. And the reporter was killed at a green zone. You know, a safe zone. Targeted. Anyway, boys, back to the TikTok shit. I think that's a lot more funner. I hate making these mistakes. Fuck! Now I've got to walk all the way fucking back again. Fuck. $74 for internet, bro. So I'm going to go and I want to find out what the hell this is about. $74. Well, it's a nice day outside anyway, man. So try and get outside if you can, into this beautiful weather. So the masks are mailed. Oh no, they're not. They're in my fucking bag. God dang it. Stay plugged in, you bastard. Ah, boys. Anyway, I'll catch you in 10 minutes, man, when I get fucking back down there, alright? This is shit, dude.